Welcome to the Curly Hair Q&A show. I am your host, Ken Nichols, and I am here with Melanie Nichols. She is the founder of the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida. It's one of the top curly hair salons in the country, and Melanie is one of the top curl and hair color experts anywhere in the world. She is also the founder of the Raw Curls brand of natural and organic curly hair products that can be found at rawhairorganics.com. So this is show number 221. If you've been following along, welcome. If you're new, thanks for joining us. We are live streaming tonight. Every Monday night we do at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time in several different places, and I'll give you the whole list of that as we go on tonight, and I'll tell you about the podcast and everything else. But we want to get started on something else first. So, Melanie, tell us what you're wearing. See, we have to because we got to talk about this first, so Melanie can get her headphones on and get the mic to her mouth so we can actually communicate.
I can't hear a thing. Well, summer is heating up now.
It is. It's hot.
It is hot out today. I think I got a little burnt, and I think everyone had a nice day off for Memorial Weekend, and just all over. I think it's starting. That kind of marks the start of summer for most people. So, while things are heating up, that also means the mosquitoes get bad in a lot of places. I know where we're from up north in Wisconsin. Oh my gosh, the mosquitoes and the bugs are so bad. So this is a mosquito or a gnat hat, and I'm wearing it just because in case last time I was here there was little bugs flying around.
Yeah, they're not anymore. They're dead.
Sure?
They're dead.
I had to wear my gnat hat.
Thank you to the pest control company that is in the building right next door to us.
Oh, well, Ken's kind of pesky too. So
I'm kind of pesky too.
My little gnat hat.
There you go. You know where we do live, where what's really bad right now is, it's the flies. Oh my God! Every time you open a door, they're sneaking in.
Yeah. So this handy little thing this little hat comes in handy.
It looks like it would.
Yeah. Not great for your curls or your hair.
No.
That's okay.
But you're not going to need that in here tonight, especially the camouflage.
I don't.
No, not tonight. So welcome. Thanks for joining our show. We are live streaming every Monday night, as I said, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time in several places, such as on Facebook in the Curly Girl Support Group, in the Diva Curl User Support Group, the Curly Hair Q&A Group, the Raw Curls User Support Group, the Curly Silvers Support Group, the Shea Moisture User Support Group, and on the Curly Hair Q&A Show Facebook page. I take that back. We are not live in the Shea Moisture group. Let's just do the stream. I'll tell you more about that later. We'd like to be, and we had been in the past, but the software only lets us do so much. We also are live streaming on YouTube on the Curly Hair Q&A Show YouTube channel, and that's the best user experience. I always push people there. Best video, best sound, and you can communicate with us in there too. On Instagram at Raw Curls. Hey, Instagram, they're with us again tonight.
Hello.
We are a 2019-2021 award-winning podcast as well. The number 2 ranked hair industry podcast that you must listen to and subscribe to, which is actually pretty cool. You can listen to this episode and all previous archived shows and interviews on the Curly Hair Q&A Show podcast every Monday night, usually by 9:30, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. The new episode will go live, so you have no excuse to not consume our content wherever you want to. So I would highly encourage you to subscribe, and you'll get a notification every time we drop a new episode. If you're new to podcasts, there are several places you can find us, such as Apple Podcast, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, Podcast Addict, Podbean, and SoundCloud. So anywhere you want to find us, you can find us. So anyway, so Melanie, how are you today? How's everything going? Besides your bug protection, gnat protection, fly protection.
Yes, all of that. Good. Just busy. My normal running around on Monday because last Monday I couldn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't do a show last Monday because of the holiday, and not only did we decide to take a day off, we let everybody else have off, and so there was nobody to do the show. And we've
We
talked
went
about this before.
paddleboarding.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. Where our studio is, where we do these shows, is hour and 15 minute, hour and 20 minute drive from our house. So, we wouldn't really get a day off if we had to, drive here early, do the show prep, do the show, drive home. So we didn't. We took the holiday off. So hopefully you missed us. Did you miss us? So anyway, so we'll have lots
Nice
to
to
get
have a little
going.
break once in a while.
Yeah, we went paddleboarding. What else did we do? Do we do anything else?
No, it was kind of like our Sunday though. It felt like a Sunday.
Felt like a Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, where we stopped at the store and we
Mhm.
grabbed something to eat and we watched a little Netflix. And
Mhm.
so it was like a Sunday, and it was weird because then it was hard to get, go to work the next day, and
Yeah.
because that felt like a Monday. So I was kind of off all week.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Yeah. It always screws me up when we have those. Not that I don't
And I
like
can't
those
get
things.
my normal stuff done, like,
Yeah.
banking and the post office and supplies. And all
Yeah. I think it'd be a whole lot different if we took Saturdays off, but we both work Saturdays. So, if it was a 3-day weekend, it'd be a big deal.
Yeah,
But
right.
it really kind of isn't.
It's almost like an annoyance.
I was going to say that, but then I wasn't going to say that because I didn't want to sound like, but,
No, because
but it
we
really
don't
is.
get
It's
an
kind of
extra day,
right,
and then
it's-
you just can't get your normal stuff
right.
done. So
It's just right. It's just more work. Oh boy. So
wow.
anyway, so tell us about the week. So that's what you did last week. So tell us about what's going on at the salon. For those of you who follow Melanie on Instagram and the Raw Curls Instagram page and in the multiple curly hair Facebook groups that we admin and manage, Melanie did a number of transformations this week with before and afters, and her big reveal videos, which are a lot of fun. Our videographer is putting together a compilation of those to put in a Facebook and use a YouTube ad. I can't wait to see it. To see a bunch of them strung together really fast because we have so many of them. I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be
a lot of screaming.
I think it's going to be so cool to see them in a bulk like that. You know what I mean? I mean, not to go off on a tangent, but you run ads, and any company that run ads, you're like blah blah blah. Everybody says they're great. Everybody says they're amazing. Blah. But then to see all those different people, all with that kind of reaction, it's going to be better when we can take masks off again. Because you can't see their faces. So you got to hear it.
Right, right. That's true.
Because you can't see the expressions on their face.
Right.
I
I should almost, well, that would make it too long. I was going to say I should do the video like while we're consulting and then, have the reveal at the end. But it's so hard because even, with what I've been doing, Facebook and all the other venues cut you off after a minute, so
right. Yeah.
it's just kind of difficult to capture very much in a minute.
Yeah, it is, and we're gonna talk about something related to this quickly. But before we get started, I want to mention that tonight is another Curl Crap giveaway show, and we've got some crap. So
I see some big bottles of our product.
oh. That doesn't mean they're part of the giveaway. Helen said the same thing.
It's the bait
She's
and switch.
she's like, people are going to think that those are
Yeah.
part of the giveaway. And I said, good. Then they'll watch to the end, waiting till I don't give them away. No, we're not giving those big ones
in the
away.
car too.
Some of these, you what?
Well, maybe next time. I said I have something in the car too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sweeten the pot.
Really? For tonight or for next week?
Oh, I have 2 surprises in the car. Well, I don't know, for whenever.
Really? Are you giving Murphy away?
No.
No. Okay. Just asking. She's around here too. The whole family's here tonight. I don't know where Murphy is.
I don't know.
We can't let her walk around on the table here like we used to in the past because she can't see now, and she'll tumble right
fall
off.
Probably break a leg or something.
Or worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're not kidding. She's
No, she can't see.
falling off.
She walks into my legs. She walks
Every
into the
day.
walls.
All
All
day,
kinds of
every
stuff.
day.
Yeah.
all day, every day. So I wanted to bring up. Do you want to talk about? Let's talk about a couple of these clients and these transformations, and let's get a look at these. Let's get a look at these pictures because we got a question this week for the show that directly relates to one or two of these transformations that you did. And I actually mentioned this to you. I forget if it was Saturday or Sunday. You and I were talking. Yeah, it must have been yesterday. And we were talking about this. And one of these is this the one that I asked you about that I said, did you? Is that one of them?
I don't know. I'm not understanding your sign language.
Is that the one we talked about donating the hair?
Yes.
Okay. Then let's talk about this one first. Can we do that?
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. Helen, bring up the pictures of that, and Melanie will talk about what she did. And someone asked this week for the show and had a question and said, they were talking about doing a big chop, and it wasn't the first one that this person was doing. They were going to do it again.
Wow.
And they had a question about donating the curly hair. And Melanie had two of these this week. If you're watching the show, you can see these now, and you can keep these up for a while, Helen, until I tell you to take them down so Melanie can discuss it and people understand what she's talking about. But I asked her, I said, she told me it was 10 inches. And I always thought that the minimum length for donating was 12. I thought. It's not.
It's 10.
I used to think it was 12, but she said she took 10 off. And I'm like, did she donate it? Did you donate it or whatever? And Melanie said no. And we're going to talk about why she said no and why we chopped off, or Melanie chopped off 10 inches of this woman's hair, her curls, and yet we didn't donate them. So tell us about these pictures, these before and afters that we're looking at. I know Instagram you can't, but Melanie will try to describe it to you, I guess, so you can see. Or if you can always go to one of our live streams afterwards, you'll see the replay if you want to get a look at these pictures. But she looks great. She looks really different.
Yeah.
It took a lot of hair off.
Oh gosh.
That's a lot of hair. You could tell how thick that is.
Yeah, I don't know if you can from the pictures. I
I
feel like
could
you
tell.
really can't tell. Right. This week was a lot of big transformations, new curly clients coming in, and this one, I never in a million years thought when we were consulting that she was going to say, I always start by saying, I'm guessing you want to, keep the length because girls with the long curls and just long hair in general typically don't want a lot cut off. And she's like, I want to go short. And I was like, you're kidding me. Are you serious? And she's like, she actually would have went shorter than what I did. She was like going to go short. But this is where we discussed, starting for now, we decided together about shoulder length and tapering it in. So what she had going on is her hair is super duper thick and coarse and heavy. I mean, you can't tell that in the pictures. You would have to look at my posts and zoom in. And she, pulls it up a lot, which pulls on her hair and her roots. So, that causes some breakage around the front and some thinning because it's so heavy and she's always pulling it back. So she wanted to be able to wear it down and have a style. Her hair was definitely about to her waist, and it was doing the big, triangle or mushroom because it's so heavy that it was flat on top and then just really thick and mushrooming out on the bottom. So what we wanted to do was change that shape and give her a style that she could wear her hair down and have the option to still be able to pull it back. That's why I left the length that I did, so she can just be able to pull it back. So I changed the shape completely, where I tapered it in on the bottom, brought it up to like shoulder length, gave her some layers, some face framing, and just lifted it all, and so that it could bounce the curl up on top. I mean, I had piles, just huge piles of hair, like bigger than my dog. 3 piles that I had to sweep, and it actually clogged my little vacuum thing because her hair was, I don't have to cut people's hair in a lot of sections many times, but hers I did little section by section because there was just so much hair. And that's, I feel like the pictures almost don't even do justice. But
Well, I tell you that the middle pictures, top and bottom.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell that by you taking that weight off.
yeah,
It actually gave the rest of her hair from her scalp to her shoulders
Right.
actually gave it curl.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Yeah. She was so happy. Oh my gosh.
It looks thicker in the after picture
Yeah, it
after you
almost
cut
looks
all the bulk
thicker.
off. That's
Well,
funny.
and thank God she came early because, well, first of all, she drove over 2 hours to get there, to my salon from where she lives. And then, and she was early, but thank God. And I was running early as well. So we got started an extra 15 minutes before her appointment, and I still ran another 15 minutes late.
Wow.
Yeah, because not only, her hair is that super thick, coarse hair, but there was some buildup on it, so I had to clarify. And then she's going to need to clarify more than once, to completely remove that buildup. But
She have it on her scalp too and her hair?
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
she did. And we talked about that. But her hair right now is that type that it doesn't really absorb the water. It's kind of like a contradiction because it dries super quickly, like it doesn't absorb the water from the bowl. So I had to have a spray bottle and spray the hair section by section and put the gel in. So spray the hair with my spray water bottle and then put the gel on. Do the next section, spray with a water bottle, put the gel on, because her hair was like not absorbing the water. And it was just like beating up and running off. And that's why I say I think she's going to need to do more clarifying to remove, because I feel like there's that silicone or that plastic buildup on the hair where it's not able to absorb the water yet. But also because of that, then it took forever to dry. Oh my gosh. And once we finally got it saturated and I got all the product on, then it was like, wow, under the dryer for hooded dryer forever. And then diffusing forever. It just took so long to, complete to get dried. But yeah, we did not donate her hair because it hadn't been cut in over a year. And so it just wasn't in a great condition that,
That they could actually use for
yeah.
something.
And some places you can donate the hair and they'll use it in a different way just to fund, as funding to make wigs and stuff, but they're not actually making the wigs out of that hair. But it was just, it was just compromised. Yeah, it wasn't super healthy on those ends that I cut off. And that's why she
Okay.
wanted it cut,
Okay.
because it had been over a year that she had had a haircut. And,
Okay. Yeah, because that was one of the questions that came up today. That's this week, I should say. That's why I thought it was interesting to bring this up, because someone, like I said, she was asking about doing a big chop for like the second time, and she wanted to know where to make a donation of it and whatever. And
certain
and
I
then I
don't know
and
that
then
they
you told me
use a
this.
lot of curly hair to make the wigs. They, like I say, they might use that to go towards expenses or, do other things. Like we used to donate the hair to a company that used them for oil spills. But
Yeah, we used to save up these giant bags of hair because they used them. You guys remember the whole Gulf oil spill thing and whatever, as they were using the hair
which works.
But they got so much hair, they actually told everybody to stop donating it. Remember that? They're like, we got enough. So
yeah. And then, well, the government didn't use it anyway. So
yeah, they ended up not using it.
even though it works really well for that.
Yeah.
So that was fun. And then we don't have to talk about the blonde one. We can just go to the other.
You want to go to the other one, Helen?
Yeah.
Please. Thank you.
Okay.
So tell us about this one, Melanie. This one.
So this was
This
actually a referral by Corinne, one of my clients, and she had come in for a consultation and met with me because she too has not had a haircut in quite a while. As you can see, she has all those different lengths. She had previously done some keratins where you can see those straight pieces or straighteners. You can really see that in the hair. It's compromised. She's got different like stringy pieces. She got straight pieces.
Yeah, that second and third before picture.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. And there's no way that I could
can't fix
cut
that?
all. Well, you can, but I wasn't about to cut all of that off. That would be really traumatizing. So, what I do is try to do it gradually and, make it look healthy and blend it in as we go, which I definitely achieved if you look at the after pictures. But she also, this person had told me that she part of her problem was that she had experienced the hair loss from she felt from the Diva products. She was using the Diva products.
Well,
Her
boy,
hair
I mean, the
started falling
combination
out.
of that and all these chemical treatments and straightenings.
Right. Helen, do you have the picture of her hairline? Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
one.
that was, a picture of where, she was showing me, the hair was growing back in. She felt that it was falling out in clumps. So,
Interesting.
it's weird because some of my clients, say that they experience that, and then some of them use the product and
And
they've
love
been
it.
fine.
Yeah. Who
So
knows?
there's, a combination. But if you go back to those other before and after pictures, we can talk about that some more. So she was willing to, Helen, you can go back to the other before and after pictures. Yeah. So she was willing to let me, bring it up a bit and make it look healthy so I could even out the bottom her too, give her, a shape that she can wear down. And I mean, because, that top picture is not the best looking style for people to feel comfortable wearing their curls down. So at least I was, so she had come in for a consultation and then bought the products. So it was another one where I sent her home with some products before her appointment. So she, could already get started. And she called, purposely to tell me how much she loved the Raw Curls products. And she was also using them on her daughter.
That's nice.
Which she's like, I've used a lot of curly products. These are the best products I've ever used in my life. And her daughter as well. She said her hair was barely curly and now she's got curls like her. So huge difference, and she just could not be happier. And so that was really awesome. It's like, I feel like I'm able to really change people's lives. I was telling somebody that, with hair, you always get, it's fun, you can see positive results, but with the curls, especially, people have had a lot of struggles for a long time, and it is truly life changing. And it's just so gratifying, and uplifting for everybody to have that positive experience. And, we all feel good. I feel great that I have a product that they can use and that they love and that it helps them. And, and they love their hair and feel good about it.
Yeah. 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 All these transformations lately have really been nice. Really, really nice. So, all right. Okay. All right. Thanks. Thanks, Alan. Yeah, you can take that down. You want to do a curl crap giveaway right away since we got 3? Get one out of the way.
Okay.
All
I have
right.
a fun fact.
Oh, let's do a curl crap giveaway first.
Okay.
We'll do a fun fact in a little bit. Curl crap giveaway. If you're new to this, or in case you have forgotten, we have rules for the curl crap giveaway show, and Helen is going to read you those rules right now. Right now.
Okay, the Curl Crap giveaway rules are: number 1, winner must live in the lower 48 states of the U.S. Number 2, each person may only win once every 60 days. If you win and do not want the product, the only way that you are allowed to get rid of the product is by giving it away. You are not allowed to sell the product. The winner is the first person that
Helen
sees answer the question correctly. Be specific.
Because if it's Rhett, this contest is never going to end
God.
because he's not watching.
No, he's not watching. It's me, Helen.
Right. It's Helen. Okay. Is that all the rules? All right. Okay. The first prize number 1 tonight is a 12-ounce bottle of Mealy pomegranate and honey leave-in conditioner. Ooh, it's got a really shiny red label.
I know. I was
really
like,
pretty.
I like that. I like the
Yes,
shiny,
it's
pretty
pretty.
label, and it sounds like it smells good.
Those shiny labels are expensive, believe it or not, because they're actually 2 labels in one. See, there's a fun fact. I taught you something tonight.
Okay.
It's actually 2 labels, one overlaid the other.
Fancy.
That's how they make it shiny.
Why
That
does
is
that
the
make it
price tag.
shiny?
Because there's a backing to it, silver, and the silver makes it shine. So that's that.
I don't get it. Okay.
It's what I do for a
'Cause it's
living.
pink. It's why does the silver make it shiny?
Right. It just does. I don't know. I don't make labels. I just pay for them.
Oh.
Anyway, you can win this 12-ounce bottle of Mealy pomegranate and honey leave-in conditioner if you are the first person that Helen sees to correctly answer this trivia question.
Is this my first one?
Yes, the one with the star by it.
Okay. The question of the evening is, name the 3 primary colors. How easy. Who came up
For
with this
you, because you're a colorist.
question? Come on.
You're a colorist.
Everybody
you know.
knows this.
All right. First person to get that Helen sees will win this wonderful prize. And we'll get into a question. And Helen, when I'm done with the question,
Do you know the answer?
will kind of. I think I know 2. But we'll do that after we do one more question. You can tell us who the winner is. All right. Melanie, I've got little curly people in my house. And if you're from where I grew up, you'll laugh because the first thing I thought of when I saw this was Haunchyville. I've got little curly people. And
I don't know what
It's
that
funny.
is. I grew up there, and I
That-
don't know what you're talking about.
it's that colony of dwarfs that live outside of Muskego in the woods. And if you go there at night, they cut your legs off.
No, that I don't know.
It's
I've never
a
heard
true
of that.
story.
It is not.
It is true. Jeff and Sally, their house, I forget. Take that back.
Oh,
Dean and
gosh.
Melanie's house is like right down the street. Dean to
It's
this day
not true.
he will not walk down that street.
Dean can't
I
walk
swear.
anyway.
I know he doesn't walk very well anyway, but he wouldn't. He's got a bike. He's got a recumbent, sit down bike like you wanted.
my gosh.
But anyway, he won't even go down that street, and he's in his 50s.
Ooh, we have a winner.
We
Yay.
did let us.
That's
You got to
so
let us get the question
easy.
done, Helen. First, let us get the question done, and then you can give us the winner. Anyway, so it made me think of that Haunchyville. But anyway, don't Google it; it'll freak you out. I've got little curly people in my house, and I've got them satin pillowcases. But is there anything else I can use to avoid the rat's nest other than having to comb it twice a day because I'm losing my mind over here? What are your thoughts?
Well, yeah. I mean, we also have the silk bonnets. I just bought another one for the salon. Searching for the perfect one.
Would you use them both together or just one or the other,
You can
and
use them
whichever
both
works?
together. That would be
Yeah.
really slippery. They might, slide around
Yeah,
trying to
this
sleep.
question came from Debbie from Haunchyville. Just kidding.
Did not.
Kidding. Kidding.
There is no Haunchyville.
There is. Anyway.
No. But yeah, you certainly can use them together. But probably for kids, I don't know if that's going to be annoying if they'll keep the bonnet on. But I'm guessing that they roll around and squirm a whole lot more than adults might while they're sleeping. I'm not sure. I don't have kids, but that's, I would think that's a better way to go, to wrap it even, in a silk scarf or something, to actually hold the hair more in place. So hopefully you're pineappling if their hair is long enough. That definitely helps a lot. But if the hair's not long enough, then that's an issue because you can't, get it up. And then you're, rolling around and squishing and roughening and twisting on the curls. So that makes it messy.
It'll get better when they get older.
And the Raw Curls Anti-Frizz is your friend.
The anti-frizz spray,
Yes.
not the conditioner. All right. Helen. Is that correct, Miss Melanie?
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
Yes, red, yellow, and blue.
So, congratulations to spell that, Helen. Sari.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. I don't know what
said
you said because I
sorry.
couldn't hear you. You said sorry, it sounded like.
Yeah, no pun intended.
You're so funny. Jeez. Everybody's a comedian. Anyway, congratulations,
Yay.
Sari. All right, you win a bottle of Curl
Ouch.
Crap. And we'll push it over there so nobody else, so we don't accidentally give it away twice.
Oh,
All right. Okay, give us a fun fact.
I hear scratching.
Oh, hold on a minute. I think Murphy wants to join the show. Come on, Murph.
Hi, buddy. Oh, she's confused. She
She's
doesn't know
confused
which way to
because
go.
she's.
She.
buddy.
Oh, fun fact. I ran into our old neighbor,
Really? Who?
Jewel's wife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, because I had to run into TJ Maxx and everyone was oohing and awing over Murphy because I had to take her in, and I had her in her
Oh,
little
boy.
sling, which she
Yep.
liked for about 5 minutes.
I told you she's not gonna like that sling.
I think it was hot.
She bought one. Melanie bought one of those like the baby slings where they sling over you and then they like pin up against your chest. I'm like, Murphy's not gonna like this. She does not like to be confined at all. Right.
Why are you circling?
Hey, Helen, would you come and get Murphy? I don't know if she wants to go outside or what, but I don't want her peeing on our carpet.
Go with Helen.
Because I think she might have thought she was going outside by coming in here. Can you take her out, Helen?
She was circling. Okay.
We'll manage the show without you while you're out there.
She'll go fast.
grass. She'll go
I
fast.
took her before we came in. But
Okay, good.
Anyway.
Right.
Yeah, so she likes the sling, but it was so hot today and we were riding in the hot car and then, it felt like that was warm, but it definitely is more comfortable for me to carry her, that's for sure. Because otherwise I have that big the Samson bag that you go on the plane with and it's bulky and it's heavy and it digs into my shoulder. So
Yeah.
she'll get used to it.
Yeah.
She'll get used to it. But yeah, so I ran into our old neighbor.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember her name. Woman from Russia.
I know. It's, a different name.
Yeah, it's a Russian name. I can't think of it. Start with an H. I can't remember. I can't remember. But anyway, very nice people. All right. So was that the fun fact or did you have another fun fact?
Well, I do. Yes. I also.
Let me guess what you were doing at TJ Maxx today. I'm just going to guess, and she has not told me, but I'm going to guess. Knowing what I know after 20 some odd years, she was returning virtually everything she bought the previous weekend. Am I right?
Only 2 things. The rest are good.
Really?
So you are wrong.
Well, I'm kind of right.
No, you're not. I only returned 2 things.
It wasn't purchasing, it was returning.
I was returning. I tried to purchase shorts, but she followed me around the store and talked, so I didn't have time. I had to just get to the show. But I only returned 2 things, so I did good.
Yeah. That's actually really good.
Yeah, 'cause
Congratulations.
I bought a lot of stuff, including this top, which I thought was cute.
Yeah. And very much it is. All right. Okay, so tell us the fun fact.
Oh, I finally got a wagon.
Did you really? You got a wagon.
And your bike came.
And my bike came.
We have all kinds of fun facts.
Yeah. It was my bike's in a box, right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
I was rollerblading and I saw a truck backing in. I was like, it looks like it was like a moving truck. And I'm like, it looks like they're backing into our driveway. So I thought, oh, that's weird. So anyway, and then I saw them unloading and I said, oh, must be Amazon. They use all kinds of odd vehicles now.
Yeah.
And sure enough, so I saw them with their little, what do you call it? Dolly, yeah. And I was trying to catch up, because the guys were putting it on the front porch. And so I skated up the driveway and I caught him and I said, do you mind putting it in the garage? So your bike came and I got a wagon.
Great. Wonderful.
Yay,
Yeah.
all kinds of good
Yeah.
stuff.
Melanie got a bike for her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And because Melanie bought us bikes for our first wedding anniversary. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And
But yes.
I rode the life out of my bike, and I kept spending money fixing it because I didn't want to throw it away because I really liked my bike, and it was a mountain bike, but it was a nice one. And I think just before we moved, so it would be almost 2 years ago, I finally I gave up. It broke again, and I'm like, I told her like 3 times that it broke. I said, if this breaks again, I'm not fixing it. I'm getting a new bike, and it'd break, and I pay to fix it. Whatever, it was stupid. But I finally got rid of it, and Melanie's bike died right about the same time. Like
they
all the tires went
melted and just rusted and fell apart.
Because we used to live on the water, and the salt water it just eats them up. So, but anyway, we got 20 plus years out of those bikes. So, yeah. So now I got a bike now. So now we both have bikes. Then I have to put it together.
Yeah.
So
And
in my free
Murphy's
time,
basket.
and Murphy's basket, I got to do that. And you got the wagon for the curl bus.
Yes.
To carry your curl supplies.
Yes.
Where'd you find it?
Sam's. They had it.
Okay.
I had to go and I was planning on getting 2 things, flowers and, something else that I could carry. And then I went down the aisle of, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like they had chairs and whatever. And
Right.
And I saw it and I'm like, oh my gosh, should I just wait until Ken? And then I said, no way. because we've been looking every weekend because they
Right.
had them and then they were gone. And so I ran back and got a carton.
Yeah, we're ready to start
It's in
taking
my
the
car.
Yeah, we're ready to start taking the curl bus out for
Mm-hmm.
curly hair trainings, and we know that a lot of places we just can't get the bus close enough to, because of parking and the size and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we needed a wagon that, that we could put the supplies in for the classes, yet, Melanie could pull if she had to, so it couldn't be
Jessica says I need
300
it
pounds,
every day for work. I always have so many bags.
I
that I'm
agree.
carrying
I would
in.
agree with her. I'd agree with her. So we'd been looking for one of those things. You
So
know what
I
they
have my
are?
wagon,
Like those
Jess.
little
Yay.
wagons you see people at like farmers markets
Collapsible.
and stuff. Yeah, it's collapsible.
Can put
So-
Murphy in there with all my
I
bags.
thought that's what you got the sling for.
Mm.
All right. So those are fun facts.
Yeah.
Anyway. Now I just got to find the time to put that bike together. Where's your brother when we need him?
I know.
It's what he does for a living.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Melanie. Oh, this is a good one. Melanie, I really want to cut my curly hair way short and start over.
Mm.
I made the dumb mistake of getting my dark hair bleached, and
Oh.
then when I hated the blonde, I put teal over it.
Oh.
So either I put the teal on it again, let it grow, and then cut it, or just chop it off. I'm so worried about my face looking fat with short hair. I don't know if I can be confident in it. Do you have any sort of suggestions of hairstyles that won't make my face look fat?
Well,
Or is that a hard question? Is because you need to see the individual?
right. Yeah.
I literally
don't know
thought
her
that
face
when I
shape.
saw this.
I don't
Yeah.
know her face shape, but I can still kind of answer it generally.
I'd
you
bet
know-
round.
Well, right.
I
So yeah, you're not going to want to get it cut. So typically you want to keep the hair looking elongated. So meaning you're going to want lift on the top. You're going to want to keep your length, like neck level, length. If your face is round, you don't want the length to end or start at your chin or jawline because that's going to make it look wider.
So you don't want a bob.
Right. Especially with, curly hair, because typically that's going to look even wider. So what you're going to want to do is collapse that hair, which is what we do with the raw curls cut. And, even the Weed Ad cut definitely does it. Diva, the curly cuts are, a lot of, that's what we're doing is giving it lift, even though we're typically taking away a triangle, but we're taking it from going, outward to going up and down. So giving it lift on the top, length on the bottom, something that's going to elongate. Well, you say you don't want a bob. You do actually, like, if it was a longer, like,
In the front, like longer in the front
and
short
more
in the
one
back.
length. Yeah. Because one length is parallel lines, close in. So if you have, just two parallel lines on the sides of your face, that's going to make it look more closed in, meaning thinner. Whereas, if you had the parallel lines like bangs and something short, the length ending at your chin or jawline, that's going to shorten the look of your face. And that's not what you're trying to achieve. So you'd want the parallel lines or the straight lines on the sides of your face.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that's helpful. We've got a couple of stylist questions tonight too that are interesting. One of which I'll just throw at you because I know the answer's relatively easy. Melanie, are you going to be going to any of the professional industry trade shows this year?
Funny you should ask, because I was just thinking about that, because they typically, this would have been the weekend of the hair show
Would have been
in
this weekend.
Orlando, because last weekend was Memorial
Day.
Day. So then this would have been the premier hair show in Orlando. But they moved it to October?
August, September,
Or
October. I
August.
can't remember. I'd have to look it up.
I'm
It's in the
confused.
fall though, or late summer. I can't remember.
I think it's October. I'm pretty sure it's October. Yeah, because they changed it so many times. I can't remember last
Yeah.
year, this year. I'm getting it all mixed up. But I'm not going to be working at the hair shows. We decided, not to do that. unless there was some special occasion of like another texture panel or something, but I'm not aware of that right now. So I'm not planning on, teaching at those shows like I did in the past, but I will most likely be attending the Premier Orlando show. I love to go and take classes and see what's happening. And now we missed a whole year, so it's going to be really exciting, extra exciting, I think.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for sure, I would, and I was thinking about that because I'm like, we better start thinking about a hotel room.
What about Disney Wilderness?
What about Disney Wilderness? What's that?
Yeah, it would still kind of suck because we'd have to Uber there.
I like the place
'Cause
we
we could
stayed
ca-
the last time,
we
which
could
was
camp.
kind of by accident
Yes.
because they messed up they gave away my room.
Yes. And
But
we
it
thought,
was nice. We were like all mad because it seemed so far, and it ended up
Yes.
being like a really nice place. And it
best
was
place we've ever stayed there.
Yeah,
Better than the
we
Peabody.
didn't even want to go back. We wanted to hang out.
Wanted
at
to
the
just
hotel.
hang out there. It was really nice. Yeah. Do you remember the name of it? Oh.
It was part of a
Right.
not Radisson. What do we normally stay in? It starts with an R.
Right. I
Yeah.
can't think of the name of it. I'll think of it later.
Hmm.
There's a dozen of those
Right.
hotels in that strip. I can't think of the name of it, but it was one of theirs.
Yes.
But it's really nice. And it wasn't really expensive. That was the best part. That's why we're
No.
like,
well, they gave
we're
me a
coming
deal,
back.
but
They
so
gave away our room middle of the night, and we're like, oh,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. But yes, so I for sure will be planning on going to that hair show.
Yeah.
And, just getting back into the swing of
Right.
normal, education and
Yeah.
and the excitement of the hair shows and everything.
Yeah. And we've talked about this before, and obviously everything's not over yet, so we haven't really talked anymore about this, but we've talked to a number of our counterparts in this industry. As you know, we haven't talked about this in about a year, but we're somewhere down the line here. We're still gonna throw a curl event. We're gonna throw a curl event for, to bring in some of the big heavy hitters and
We
and
had
then,
everybody on
and then
board.
curly girls, and then curly girls as well to come in and just make it a full day or a full weekend of.
We should all get together
curl
and
stuff.
just share a booth at one of the shows. That would be kind of cool.
That's we got to have some discussions. We got to get everybody
How
on a
did
call.
get Michelle or whoever to have another little stage like that? That would be awesome.
Like I said, I think nobody's talking about it because everything is not cleared up yet. I think
it's
everybody's
been
still
so
a little
crazy.
tentative.
Yeah, well,
But-
everybody's just exhausted from the whole
Yeah.
ordeal and,
Yeah.
just trying to get your head back on straight.
Yeah,
Ramada, aren't they Ramadas?
No, something else. But yeah, but we'd like to do a nice
Rosen.
Rosen. Yeah,
Rosen.
that's it. I'd like to do a nice big curl meetup, and we've been talking about these. I think they'd be great. But we'll talk more about that as things are getting better. We just have to make sure everybody's comfortable.
Yeah.
Melanie, what kind of hair ties work best for your curly hair? My daughter is in cheer, and Melanie used to be in cheer. That's a fun fact. My daughter is in cheer, and I need something that will hold up to all the tumbling, but not break or rip her hair out.
Well, I did cheerleading for just 1 year. It wasn't like it is now. I was thinking about that this morning because I would have loved what cheerleading is now. And that's what I kind of expected when I joined, and it was lame. So I transferred over to pom-poms, and that was so much fun because it was, dancing. But it wasn't all the gymnastics and the tossing.
Not like it is
around
now.
oh, God, I would have loved that.
Not like those college kids are
Oh,
doing now.
yeah.
My God.
Oh, I would have absolutely. And I was
Yep.
so tiny, they would have thrown me 500 feet in the air.
Yep.
It would have been awesome.
Right. And those monsters guys that they're getting to do it now.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh, it would have been fun. Anyway, I find I have two favorites. The ones we call them Gumi. They're Invisibands. There's two different, there's different brands of them, but the Invisibands, they look like the old time telephone cord. So they're kind of swirly like that, and they look, like a plastic rubber or, that. But those are my number one favorite. That's what I use every night to put my hair up and sleep in and exercise in. They have different sizes, and I just love them because it holds the hair really well, but it doesn't pull and it doesn't tangle. It doesn't snap the hair. It doesn't leave lines. So they're great. And they do get stretched out after a while. We did a video, I think during lockdown, I don't know, somewhere out there, where after it gets stretched out, you can put heat on it. I did it with the blow dryer. You can
Yeah.
put it in warm
Hot
hot
water,
water,
yeah.
and it shrinks back up.
Yep.
So that's really cool.
is.
Just to know. My second favorite is they're like a silk material. They're just like a silk stretchy band. So they look like a, a little bit of a maybe not a half inch, but a quarter inch wide width, and they look like a silk ribbon, and it's a stretchy band, and those are great. Same thing, they don't grip the hair as well, but they're not gonna pull or snap or damage the
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah. Find them in the floor in the bathroom in your car.
No.
Oh yeah, because I can totally picture them because I see them laying on the floor.
I wore this morning. I took off my little Invisiband because I had a braid and at the end of my hair. I learned when I'm running, somehow it comes loose. I don't know that I lost one that way because I don't leave very much hair at the end, so it gets very little and skinny. And so anyway, I didn't want to take the chance of losing that band because the tiny ones I just love
Yeah.
for that. But and speaking of the hair shows, I put on my Martino silk hairband, which was one that he gave away at the hair shows. So that was a good idea. That was a good giveaway. I use it.
Yeah. Except everybody screams and
Yeah, because he's cute and he, whatever. Wears fun clothes and flirts with the girls.
not
and-
saying nothing.
Yeah. They all scream and holler and he throws things out. So I got a hairband.
Dope. Anyway, whatever.
He's cute.
Yeah, whatever.
You're just jealous. Nobody screams for you, that's why.
I just don't hear them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all.
It's a different kind of scream.
Right, terror. Let's do a curl crap giveaway. Next one for this question, this is a good one, is a, well, no, not really. It's a curl crap. It is a,
Why don't you put on readers?
I left them in my office, 8.3 ounce pouch. This would be a pouch, right? 8.3 ounce pouch
I
of
like those.
the purple, not your mother's. We might do this,
I
you guys.
want to
Maybe
do that.
I
I
have
have begged to do that.
I have
and just saying, all you that complain about the conditioner and getting it out of the bottle, I have
yep.
begged him to do these
I
kinds of.
have a good friend from high school who is
Well,
a major manufacturer of these
talk
things.
to him.
We have talked. We've talked.
Because these are great. That's how my
Yes.
developers come. You can
Okay.
get everything out of them so easily. I
right.
love that packaging.
The only reason that we haven't done this, well, there's actually two reasons. One, because you have to have a special machine to fill them. Because it's not a bottle. That's the number one thing, but that's overcomeable. The other thing is the minimum you have to buy of the pouches, the empty
Well,
pouches.
you guys
is a
start ordering
lot.
more products, and we'll get these awesome
If you guys start
pouches,
ordering
'cause-
more products, so I can give them a 50,000 piece order, we'll get these fancy pouches. But anyway, that's what you're getting
So
tonight is a
They're doing
purple.
that good, huh? They're that big of a company. Not
Yeah,
sure
they're in
how-
every Target and Sally's, I think, and they're everywhere.
A superfood oil blend, sunflowers.
Yeah.
It sounds like what I eat.
It's not near as good.
Oh, deep conditioning curl mask. I love
Uh-huh. Yeah.
that packaging.
Yeah, I love the packaging. Not Your Mother's Purple Curl Talk Deep Conditioning Curl Mask. There it is. Ooh, ooh, and ah. And you can win this if you're the first person that Helen sees with the correct answer to this trivia question.
Okay. The question is, how long does it take to hard boil an egg?
Is there a flat number? I guess there is.
Yeah, I guess so.
How long
Does
does
it depend
take?
on the size of the egg?
I don't
What
think
if
so.
it's organic and it's smaller?
How long does it take to hard boil an egg? So Helen will watch for the first answer and correct answer, and we'll let you know after we get through this next question. All right. This next question, Melanie, is also from a hairstylist. Melanie, I work in North Florida. I started in San Diego, but didn't answer the phone there like I do here. That's a problem. Let me get through the question and the answer,
Yay,
and
we
then
have
tell
a
me
winner.
afterwards. Great, we have a winner. Let's see. I work in North Florida. Started in San Diego, but I didn't answer the phone like I do here. 9 years in the industry, and in the 1.5 years I've been here in North Florida, we've gotten calls asking if we're a quote unquote Dominican salon, unquote, or quote, do you do a Dominican press, unquote. I've looked and decided a Dominican press is the same as a silk press. What is the difference, other than the obvious, when asking for a Dominican salon? I just want to be able to guide clients in the right direction. This is a great question for a number of reasons, and one of which is I'm really glad to see him say these last couple of sentences, because this, as a lot of you know, in the curly hair world is a real problem. You know, are you a curly hair salon? Yep. Even though they haven't had any training, you know, they're telling people that, you know, are you a curly salon? Yep. You know, all the time. And then they go there and get butchered. So at least this guy's doing the right thing. And, you know, he wants to know, you know, what exactly to tell his clients to guide them in the right direction, or not his clients, but the people who are calling his salon. Can you help with that at all?
Yeah. That first part of that is kind of interesting. What is where they're talking about not answering the phone? I don't get it. But anyway.
Busy where he doesn't have to answer the phone, maybe, you know, because it's not, you know what it's like. That's why you have assistants.
I never answer the phone.
Right. Well, there you go. Yet you find it really interesting, right? He obviously didn't have assistants like you to answer the phones.
Well, because it's like, okay.
I don't either. I don't have time.
Oh God, no.
It's such a time.
Everyone knows. Leave a message.
If people who have my cell phone number know that when you call my cell phone number, it literally says, "Hi, this is Ken."
It's rude.
Unless you absolutely positively have to leave me a voicemail message, is what it says. Don't, it says, hang up right now and send me a text. That's literally what my bet, doesn't it?
And then it's just say, and I won't answer your text either.
I'm busy. I really try. It's hard. I mean, because I we've talked about this around the office here for a couple of years, and with emails and messages, it's really hard because it's several hundred a day. I know it sounds rude, but it's not. But literally, that's why I did that, because I couldn't. I couldn't keep up anymore, and people thought I was being rude by ignoring them.
You are.
I'm like, well, you get people like my friend Dave, who calls up, and the way he leaves me a message is, hey, it's me. It's 10:30, and
okay.
That's how he leaves me a message. And I'm like, get to the point. But he doesn't. So anyway, now he texts me. All right. So anyway, your answer to this.
So absolutely. I don't know why, people come up with names of things, Dominican press, silk press, that's all the same. And, and then it's basically flat ironing the hair, blowing it out.
Is that what a silk press is?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
It's pressing the hair with an iron. So yes, that's what it is. So whether it's for Dominican or African or white hair, that's what it is. So yes, he's giving the correct information.
Okay, good. All right. Good luck to you in North Florida. We might be visiting there soon.
Oh.
Maybe. We had somebody asking about a class, a Raw Curls Academy class up there, but it has not been finalized. So, but I'll keep you posted. All right. Now I got a couple of odd questions. This is a kind of a lengthy question, and I'll just give it to you, and you do what you can with it. Hey, Helen, how many minutes are we into the show? I don't have my phone with me. Helen. Say we started at 7:30ish.
It's time to
Give me a rough idea. What time is it, Helen? Okay, all right. So we're gonna wrap up. We got another curl crap to give away, right?
One more.
All right, let's do.
Oh, she has to announce.
Oh yeah, you've got Helen. Give us the winner. So the question was
winner chicken dinner.
Yes, winner chicken dinner. Right?
Did I tell you about that bucket of chicken
What bucket of chicken?
that my client got for her
what?
fiance, Joanne?
No.
Oh, well,
I miss those days of buckets
Oh,
of
it looks
chicken.
like a bucket of chicken from Golden Chicken.
Oh, her
She got it
champion
for
chicken.
her
Oh,
fiance
oh,
for, well, they sold their business, so it was a
oh,
celebration. They had a
yeah.
restaurant, and he loves fried
With
chicken.
the fries on the top when you get the bucket.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, anyway, but to his surprise, it wasn't fried chicken. It looked just like fried chicken, but it was ice cream.
no way.
Yeah. So it was a bucket of chicken. It looked like drumsticks, and it was ice cream. So you bite in, and the drumstick. It's ice cream inside with chocolate and whatever inside. She paid $100 to have that ship, but it was worth it.
I'd rather have golden chicken.
Oh my
Wouldn't you?
gosh.
It'd be a tough choice,
Yeah,
eh?
I
It'd be
would.
a tough
I
choice.
would. But yeah, that was cool. It just reminded me. Okay,
All right.
Helen.
Okay. All right, Helen. So, how long does it take to boil a egg, Helen? Lorelli Henry, congratulations.
Woohoo!
You won a pouch of curl crap. There you go.
Nice.
So, you think?
Uh-huh.
Guessing?
Okay.
That's close enough, I think, for us. We do the best that we can.
I want some boiled eggs. We haven't had, I love hard boiled eggs.
I love hard-boiled eggs. They do
7
not
minutes.
love me.
Mm.
And nothing loves you, right?
No,
So,
Yeah.
right?
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter exactly. But they don't love me at all. They do not. But I love them. Deviled eggs.
And I-
Holidays are for me. I stare at those plates, because somebody always makes a whole bunch of them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Dude,
if I eat them, I'm gonna have to leave.
I won't love you after you eat them.
No, nobody does. All right, here we're gonna do this question, then we're gonna do a curl crap, last curl crap giveaway, and we'll go from there. All right, Melanie, I'm struggling between my curls and my color. If I use canola no yellow shampoo, my gray looks gorgeous. However, it's not Curly Girl Method approved, and my curls start looking limp and frizzy and awful. I've tried other purple shampoos, and none of them work well for me except this one. If I stick to only Curly Girl Method products, my curls look amazing. But my gray is yellowish and dull and ugly. My hair generally settles out and looks best with a steady routine of Mop Top shampoo and conditioner, Eco Slay something or other, and Giovanni gel. I have fine and thin hair, and I don't color my hair.
So what's the question? Is there another product?
Yeah. Got any suggestions on something else that she can use? So her her gray curls don't look yellow and dull.
For sure. I have a couple of favorites that are amazing. Blue Violet shampoos. My number one pick is O&M, Original Mineral. And then I would say Away. And then Organic Color Systems has actually like a silver conditioner. So all of these have, toning pigments in them that are amazing, and they are all, have organic ingredients. They're gentle. They're going to be fine for your curls. Love them. They're really great products. So,
Yeah.
And definitely friendly for your curls. Not a problem.
Okay.
I think the only problem she's going to find is that, they have to be bought through a salon.
Yeah.
It's not something you can run out
Can't
to
run
the
out
store
in the
and
store
get.
and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look it up. Google it. You'll find it.
Great.
enough.
They're awesome.
Yep. Okay. All right. Let's do this last curl crap giveaway, and I think that'll be it for tonight.
I got bit by fire ants today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What did you put on it?
I put on,
Your raw paws?
well, it was, you gave me the burnout.
Oh,
Yeah.
the raw paws magic
Raw
spray.
paws. Raw paws. Yeah, it was raw paws magic.
Yep. Did it work?
Yeah. I actually forgot about it for a minute.
I just literally in the last day, I forgot to tell you this. Within the last day, I told somebody about this, because the neighborhood we live in, there's a Facebook group for the neighbors that we live in. It's literally all the people that live in our neighborhood that do one of two things. They either alert people of wildfires, which is great. And the other thing is they will alert people if there's a a bear in the neighborhood. Those are like the only questions or comments people put in there. There's a bear on Northeast 8th Street in Randall. They'll have a picture, and then it's the comments are hilarious. That's why if you'd lived down here, it'd be much funnier. But you'll get these comments like that. Like somebody will be like totally freaked out. Oh my God, there's a bear in the street right in front of my house. And then the next person will be some woman who'll say, "Oh, the poor thing, he looks thin." I mean, it's not funny, but we live on the edge of the Big Cypress National Forest, which is, part of the Everglades. So we get stuff. I don't think I posted in any of the groups those pictures of the baby deer in our front yard. Mother left baby deer in our front yard in the woods a couple of weeks back when Melanie was out of town, so she could go and forage, and then came back and got him. So,
so
we have a lot of crazy stuff in our neighborhood.
This time, I sprayed right away when I got bit. Usually I wait until it blisters and it's itching so bad. But this time I sprayed it right away because I was like, if I thought it was just like a blade of grass that, was poking me. And then I'm like, oh, dang it. It's an ant.
Yep.
So I went in and I sprayed it right away. And I'm just looking at it now. It hasn't itched and it doesn't hurt. And it almost looks like it's gone away already.
Yeah, that stuff's amazing.
Wow.
That was actually the comment I was going to make is that people have been commenting lately about fire ants in their backyards this time of year.
There wasn't
and their
even
pets.
a pile.
Yeah, and their pets stepping in them, right, and coming in.
There was no pile. I was just picking up the yard, and there was no fire ant pile. It was just one or two that got on me. I don't know. I didn't even see where they came from. It wasn't like a mound.
Yeah.
I hope Murphy didn't get bit because she was sitting out there.
I hope not. But anyway, so yeah, fire ants. Part of living in the swamp. Okay, last Curl Crab giveaway. We are giving away a... Can you tell me how big that is? Can you see the size?
16 ounce.
Wow, it's big. It's heavy.
I'm
gonna read it. As I am. It's as I am.
Okay.
This is a 16-ounce jar of As I Am Classic Coconut Co-Wash because I am such a fan. You want to smell it?
You're a fan?
No, not at all. Co-Wash.
Oh my gosh. It smells like suntan lotion.
It smells like suntan lotion.
Oh, Karen Kelly would die.
It smells like suntan lotion.
I should have. Oh,
yeah.
It would have been fun to have that on Saturday and bring that up and make her smell it.
Yeah. Here's a fun fact too. I forgot to tell you about that. Whatever that sunscreen that you bought when we went paddleboarding last week, whatever the heck that was, worked great.
Oh my gosh!
Did you notice?
Didn't get any sun.
We didn't get any, and we were out. We're out in the ocean for
I got more
hours,
color today
3 hours.
just with my roller. I know. Yeah. I was because Jessica came to work on Tuesday and she was so dark and everything, and I'm like, we were the ones that were out paddleboarding all day. Right? Yeah. So yes, it worked so well. And remember when we met them, I was terrified to use that product because we met them at a hair show. It's Kula
when they were shortly after they launched the Kula brand, we met them at a
Natural Products Expo.
A Natural Products Expo in California somewhere.
And they wanted me to try their sunscreen, and I said, no way in the world, because I think about the sun and I burn.
Yep.
So I was terrified to ever. I had it for the longest time and didn't try it. And then finally I did, and I've used it ever since. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I never get burned with that product.
Yeah, it was just a couple of young guys in this tiny little booth with a table with a couple of things. It wasn't anything fancy. Now they're huge. You see them everywhere.
Everyone that we met starting off, they're huge except for here.
It's way bigger than we are.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Like the sauerkraut people that I've got in the fridge. Yeah. I got to bring that next week. I don't have it at work here. I got it at home, but we met some other people that were launching their sauerkraut brand at a show next to us in a booth like that, and now they're everywhere.
The Xenogen guys, they've already been bought out. What's happening?
Right, they keep looking past this one.
Gosh,
okay. I don't know.
Anyway,
so if you want to win this bottle of Co-Wash, if you're the first person that Helen sees with the correct answer to this trivia question, Melanie, as I am.
Okay. The question is, how many bones do sharks have in their bodies? Ooh, it's a good question.
Did you know that?
I did, but I wouldn't have answered that. I would have gotten it wrong. But now that I see the answer, I did know that.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you this. a couple of days ago. It must have been like Monday, on the holiday last week.
Were there sharks out there where we were paddleboarding?
No, but there were in Pensacola Beach.
Is that where we're going?
Yes, where a
Oh
bunch of
my
people had their
gosh.
boats anchored and they were just standing around in the water. And some people are freaking and some people are just standing there. But the people with the cameras, it was like a school of, I'm not talking like we see the little lemon sharks sometimes when we go
Yeah.
to the beach and they swim along the edge of the beach. You're not really worried about them because they're only this big. They're not interested in people. They're looking for
They can
little
still
things.
bite you.
Right. But they were hammerhead sharks and they're literally just weaving in between the people and people are like,
Oh my god.
I swear to God.
And that's where we're going?
Yes.
Great.
Great. Hey, you could get to your lower legs bit off by that, or we could go to Haunchyville. Where do you want to go?
God.
Take your pick. we're getting our legs bit off.
As long as it's not an arm or a hand, I'm
Right,
good.
exactly.
I can still work.
Exactly. Helen, do we have a winner? What?
Ooh, no one knows the answer.
Do you want to do a question? I thought we were going to quit.
Yeah, because you were going to ask me. There was something that tied in with the hair loss thing.
That was it. That was the one I told you about. We talked about that earlier. About it was about she's going to do a second big chop and was wondering what do I do with this stuff. Good,
okay.
because the next question that I have is literally 2.5 pages
Oh my
long.
God. Okay.
I tell people, I'm like, be short and to the point, or because it's too hard. Because I'll get to the end of the question.
You're the last one that should be telling somebody that.
Right, and I or Melanie, we don't even remember what the original question was.
Then you have to reread it.
Right, then we got to reread
can't
it.
focus
All right,
that long.
all right, Helen. So, how many bones does a shark have, and who's the winner?
0. All right. Way
Congratulations,
to go, Instagram.
Instagram. And who's our winner? Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, Helen. What? How do you say it again?
No, you can't pronounce it. I mean, just give me spell it. All right, some chick won this jar of As I Am. Congratulations to you.
All right. Way to go.
Get your information over to Helen, and we'll ship this bottle to you. Congratulations. All right, should we wrap it up? Are we done?
Yes.
All right, let's wrap it up and get out of here. You know how we judge it this time of year is when it gets hot in here because we have to turn the air conditioning off to film the show. And in the summer, when it gets hot, it's time to end. And
If sharks have no bones, what about their teeth? Aren't they made of bones?
right. What do they sit in? Do they sit in cartilage?
Cartilage. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a
that's
giant
weird. I'm gonna
cartilage.
ask. I have a dentist appointment. I have a dentist appointment with a cute young doctor who was flirting with me last.
That's a fun
time.
fact.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Uh-huh.
Next Monday, I have 2. I have a cleaning and another implant.
Right. So a young guy putting his fingers in your mouth is flirting.
No,
He's a
wasn't.
dentist, for
that
God's
wasn't-
sakes. He's a
That
dentist.
wasn't the flirting part.
All right. Well, thanks for joining
be
us.
continued.
To be continued. Next Monday. We here next Monday?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. All right. We'll see you guys next Monday for episode 222. It'll be another Curl Crap giveaway show with lots of fun questions and lots. I've got the whole box outside here of, it's not going to be those. It's not going to be those, Melanie. I've got a whole box of Curl Crap stuff. Maybe we'll give, depending on time, we'll give away maybe 4 or 5.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll give away a bunch next week. So be here. You know what? I take that back. We'll give away at least 3. We are really, really close in the Curly Girls support group on Facebook of hitting 80,000 members.
Wow.
We're within a couple hundred. If we hit 80,000,
Weren't we more than that
I'll give away.
before?
No, we are always hovering right around it.
Just
And
hovering
all of a
around
sudden,
50.
Yep, and all of a sudden, it's 80, hovering around 80.
It's an inside joke with Jessica
Oh,
and her mom and her aunt.
okay,
and
so
me.
we're close.
Okay.
Oh, so you're hovering around 50. Okay.
You're not.
Anyway, so if we do break that, we get to that 80,000 member, then I'll give away 6. We'll go 6 items next week. Otherwise, we're going to give away 3, but they're good ones. I've got They're good ones. I've got a whole big box over there that we were tripping over for the longest time here in the studio, and I finally moved them out. And now we're tripping on them outside there, so we're going to give them away.
Okay, good.
Anyway, all right. Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. And
have a good curly week. We'll
okay.
see you online.
All right, bye.